into it. Let's get into
Let's get into it. We've been talking for 10 minutes and we haven't even really talked about the show yet.
We can start with our main character. Main character is Kanon.
Yes.
Start talking about her. She is orange. But she doesn't have any ponytails whatsoever, which is already different, right?
Now, to be fair, she does have her hair in like a little low scrunchy ponytail in their practice outfits, but for the most part. And
she has weird sweepy bangs.
Yeah, her bangs are very strange.
Yeah, she needs a haircut pretty bad, actually.
She's like me when I haven't cut my bangs in a while and they just kind of get in your eyes, and so you try to like swoop them over to the side and it doesn't really work. It's just like, girl, get a haircut.
And her whole story, as we alluded to before, is she has really bad stage fright starting from elementary school-ish years.
Yeah. I think one of my... Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I think we'll talk about this more later, but one of the things that I thought was weird about Kanon was just like they never really gave a reason why she has the stage fright the way she does.
Nope.
And it's like, I can understand if it was just like the pressure of a lot of people, and I understand the value of like, oh, show don't tell, you don't have to be told everything. Like, yeah, I get it, but it just, the way it was presented, it comes off as kind of weak. Like, oh yeah, she gets up on stage and she's nervous, and now she's so traumatized that it's her entire backstory. But it's like, if you're gonna make that such a significant part of the character, it feels like we need to have a stronger justification for why that is, instead of her just getting nervous this one time. That it scars her for life, essentially, and then she can never sing in front of a crowd again, even though singing is like her favorite thing. And I'm like, okay, Love Live, come on. I see what you're trying to do, and you're so close. I just feel like we need a reason here. We need a justification for this messing her up as badly as it does.
And despite all that, despite not being able to sing, but loving to sing, she still does her best, and for high school, she tries out for this school that has this fancy arts program. At first, they talk about, like, just a singing program, but then it seems like it's just the arts in general.
It's like a music focus.
Yes, but also has dance and ballet and theater, apparently.
Music adjacent.
Yes. Idol adjacent activities. Everything that an idol does, this school got it, but you have to audition for that special track. But no school
idols are allowed.
Forbidden,
because school idols killed my mom.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a sec.
We'll get to that.
But she fails because she can't sing in front of people. She fails the audition, so she goes to the school, but just as a normal kid.
Normal.
It's just straight up normal.
Like, yep, I'm normal.
Her best friend, who owes her a life debt, does get into the special part. Her best friend is Chi. She has white hair, and it's in like two little like dumpling Sailor Moon buns.
She's very cute. I like her.
Yeah, she's pretty cute. She's also pretty normal.
Yeah. She gets a little weirder. We see a little bit more of her eccentricities as the series goes on, but it's pretty mild, honestly.
Compared to other Love Live girls.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Chi Sato is her full name.
Yes,
but yeah, they call her Chi most of the time.
And her thing is she loves to dance. You find out at some point that the reason why she dances is, again, she owes a life debt to Kanon for just making her not be sad. And so she's dancing to support Kanon in her own way.
Yeah, we'll get into this later. I don't really get what Sato's got going on. I almost call her Cheeto.
Cheeto.
Chisato, and then Kanon is Cheeto because she's orange.
I see.
You see my vision here.
I see.
But yeah, we'll get into it more later.
But as she goes to school or comes from school, or at some point while she is commuting, she's just singing to herself because she does love to sing. And while she's singing to herself, another girl overhears her. This is Cuckoo. She's the weirdest one. Probably.
She's very eccentric. Yeah, she's like half Chinese. She blurts out Chinese when sometimes. She's very like excitable with like the Love Live face.
Yes.
Like you know, the Love Life face, the screamy, tiny pupil anime girl scream face that honestly I love.
Yeah.
I fucking love the Love Life scream
It's
faces.
pretty cute.
It's very funny. Legitimately, one of my favorite things is anime characters making weird ass faces, and Love Live does give me lots of those.
They have
so
some
thank
good
you.
faces. So thank you, Cuckoo, for giving us a little bit of weird. I enjoy Cuckoo. I think she was
Yes.
fun.
She's the most fun to watch bounce around out
And
of everybody in this cast.
Cuckoo hears Kanon and she's like, holy shit, I need her to be an idol with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cuckoo is cuckoo for idols.
I knew you were going to say that.
It was the low-hanging fruit and I needed it.
Yeah. She loves school idols so much that she moved to Japan specifically to become a school idol.
Yep. And she
And
picked
then
the
she finds
school that doesn't allow school idols.
She picks a school that does not allow school idols. She tries to drop out of school in I think the second episode because of it. And it was so funny. I'm like, girl, live your truth, I guess, but damn.
She knows what she wants. She knows what she cares about.
She knows what she wants, and she's going to get it by any means necessary.
Cuckoo, basically, I would argue pretty much everyone except for like Kanon doesn't have a whole lot of story to them. So we don't know why Cuckoo is so into school idols. There's points where it's hinted that she has some family pressure, but we don't know about that in the season, so shrug.
Yeah. We'll learn about it in season 2, maybe.
Yeah. From there, Cuckoo tries really hard to get Kanon to join School Idol Club. Kanon is like, no, I am too afraid to sing.
Kanon is like, no, until very specifically someone is mean to Cuckoo, and then Kanon's like, you know what? No, we're best friends now, and I'm gonna help you do the school idol shit. And it's very funny.
So they do become school idols together. Chi ends up being like their dance coach. So she's not like in the idol group at first, but she's like, I'm so good at dancing, and Kanon, everything I do for you. And I'm gonna
she's very
do
much
dancing.
Chisato's very much the yo of this season, and
or the Kotori.
the Kotori of this season, where it's just like, I will do anything for my bestie. I owe them a life debt, even if it means my own dreams taking a backseat. I will do anything for orange main character.
It really is. It really is.
It really is. See, this is what I'm talking about with like the Love Life tropes coming back to haunt us. It's just like, okay, that first episode, great. Loved it. Enjoyed it. Seeing interesting shit crop up. And we're back in the tropes again.
Speaking of tropes, while they try to get their idol group off the ground, not Ellie, black hair, the
it's
student
council president who's not blonde and half Russian or something shit.
So she says, no, you can't be school idols. School idols are forbidden. They killed my mother.
So this is how we meet Ren. And I do enjoy her for some reasons, and I dislike her for other reasons. I dislike her for her hair.
Yeah.
I usually like ponytail characters. Her bangs are so bad.
She has like Ariana Grande ponytail with like just...
it's very high.
Yeah, it's so high.
And it's just like, you would be so... It's like, I love ponytail characters. You guys need to understand. I love characters with their hair and ponytails. Girl needs to let her hair down. It's not working for her, honestly. And some people might fight me about that. Good. Engagement. Give it to me. Leave me.
No, she needs her hair up to hide her weird bald spot in the middle, so that's where it's covering.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm coming up with her backstory.
It's just like, because her bangs make her face have such a weird shape. Her head is like so round because of her bangs.
So
and it's hard to explain unless you look at her face. If you look at an image of this girl, you will understand what I mean.
Darn
but
you,
just
audio
like,
medium.
Yeah. Just go on the internet, look up Ren Hazuki Love Live, and just look at this character and look at her hair, and you will see that this girl needs to not have those straight cut bangs.
No,
They're
really
not.
shouldn't.
She should let them grow out a little bit because it's not doing anything for her face.
No. So she's anti-idols. Basically, they come up with an argument. Our idols, so Cuckoo and Kanon, they're like, well, if you won't let us be idols, we'll talk to the president of the school and maybe she'll let us be idols. And so all of them go over there and the president's like, well, Ren, I see your point that I guess Ren's excuse is because they have a fancy performing arts program, they don't want people not in the performing arts program to be representing their school in any performing arts because they can leave a bad impression.
Which, like, does make sense. But also, I don't see any of the music kids trying to do school idol shit. That would have been interesting if there was like a rival school idol thing with the music, like from people within the music program.
Ooh.
And then there would be like competition. Like this brings in a question about the Love Live extended universe. What happens if are there allowed to be two different school idol groups from the same school? I feel like high schoolers are so dramatic.
They are.
I could so see there being like drama about a school that has two separate school idol groups and their rivals. I want that to be Love Live season 5.
That'd be fun. I'm for it. Or it could be like, you know, like in Sunshine where the school merged with another school. What if two schools merge and both of them have school idol groups?
Yeah. like okay, so my dream Love Live that will never happen because it doesn't fit in with their set of tropes that
I know,
they
you
have
just
very
want everyone
clearly
to
aligned
cry
for themselves.
the whole
I want
time.
everyone to I don't want them to cry necessarily. I just want them to fucking struggle a little more. Because it frustrates me as someone who like does this shit to see how fast these girls get fucking everything they want. They do one song and dance number and everyone loves them. And I'm like,
live, laugh, love, life.
Can we, and like, there was, this is, okay, so like, okay. I liked Superstar. I still think that Aqua is my favorite season. I still think that Sunshine is my favorite season, like plot and story and character wise, just because like, it does still have the problems with too many characters that Superstar doesn't have.
Yet.
And yet. We'll see what happens in season 2 because I do know they add more characters in season 2.
Star. Do you want to know how many characters there's going to be in Superstar by season 3?
Oh, they're doing a season 3. That's right.
Yeah.
How many?
There's going to be 11 of them.
11?
We almost have an idol master.
11?
That's so many.
There's so many. Well, I mean, okay, if you introduce them a couple at a time.
Right.
That's better than dropping them on us all
better
at once,
than Idol Master.
Because, like, that was another nice thing about this season. We have 5 main characters. It's so easy to remember them.
Yes.
And I'm like, fuck yes. You know what? I don't even care if we end up eventually having 11. If they only introduce, like, a handful each season, that's sick. Yep. I'm into it.
We're for it.
I'm for it because it gives us more time to get to know our characters and go in more in depth on things. And it's Star likes it. Star is eating it and she is happy. She's not like overly enthusiastic, but I'm happy that we got, you know, some fucking breathing room. Goddamn. Anyway, I want a Love Live where the girls have to like fucking struggle to get recognized, and I want them to be doing like guerrilla concerts in the street trying to get people to give a shit.
Yeah.
I want to see Love Live. I want to see a season of Love Live that's a little bit more like a traditional idol show. Where
agree.
Like they actually have to struggle a bit more.
I agree, because I feel like maybe it's just because franchise-wise they're like, well, we need each group to be better than the previous one in talent. I can see that being the reason, but nah, let's see them struggle. Let's see them fight. Let's see them claw other girls' eyes out with their nails.
But I mean, also at the same time, like, yes, it would be really interesting because, like, I know that a big thing with idol culture is the joy of getting to watch people start from not so good and then get better as they go. And with Love Live, it's like they're already good.
Yeah.
They're already good, essentially.
Though the one benefit to them
them
already being good in this one in Superstar is at least it makes sense their level of improvement
because
throughout.
like like it makes sense in this one, but like in all the other shows, no, it don't.
No, and all the other ones, it's like, wow, magically, what is it? They were able to like write full songs and sew costumes from scratch. Where this one is like, oh, they go to this fancy school and they know how to do these things, but we don't see the struggle, so it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Where we left off, so school idols are forbidden, but the principal, are not the student council president, but the principal of the school is like, well, maybe we'll let you guys be school idols if when you perform at this upcoming idol concert, you win.
Yeah, so like it's not even so there's like a festival coming up that's a school idol, like all the local school idols will be performing and they're gonna have like they're gonna rank you based on how good you are.
Which, to be fair,
so
it seems like it's all of Tokyo, so there'll be fancy people there, like Muse.
Yeah.
Muse is there.
Well, it's implied that Muse was a while ago.
Yeah, it is. Which it was.
This is like 10 years later, I almost imagine.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, so they say, you gotta go to this performance and you gotta come in first place, and if you don't get to be school idols anymore. And so the girls are stressing.
Yeah.
And like they're they have like a training montage.
Kanan is going through her own personal struggle of being like, what if I can't sing?
What do I do? Maybe we just let Cuckoo do all the singing. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. So then, like, the girls are, reasonably confident. They're like, we're from this great music school, and we've got all this stuff, and Kanon's really good at singing, and Cuckoo's really enthusiastic. I think that we have, like, a decent chance of doing it. And then they find out that last-minute addition to the lineup is this group called Sunny Passion.
Sunny Passion. So they're a duo, kind of like how Saint Snow was a duo. Sneep Snorp, Saint Snow.
Sneep Snorp. I forgot about Sneep Snorp and their soup store.
Sneep Snorp soup store.
Soup store.
Sunny Passion, they're a duo. They are from a island outside Tokyo, a real island. I forgot what it's called. But it's like an hour plane ride outside of Tokyo. It's just considered part of Tokyo because it's the closest major city, basically.
Yeah.
Sunny Passion, they look like characters from Pokemon Sun and Moon. They don't look like a Love Life.
Why does the blonde girl have piranha teeth?
Because she does not have dental insurance, Star. Be nice to her.
She's like, I'm a piranha. Why are her teeth pointy? And her hair is like so flippy.
Yes, and then the other one is like purple and pink. Fancy hair,
very suave. Suave.
They really look like Pokemon trainers. Like
they are Sun and Moon coded.
They really are.
But yeah, and so these two are like, I don't know if they won Love Live last year, but they won like Tokyo Regionals the previous year, and they're like hot shit.
Yep.
And so as soon as it's announced that those two are going to be performing, our girls are like, fuck, there's no fucking way we're going to win. Goddamn.
Yep. Also, Cuckoo is a big fangirl over them, so she's a little bit do I love them or do I hate them?
They're rivals, but I love them. But yeah, there's actually some good moments in the episode right before. I think it's episode 3 is what we're on at this point. We get caught on like being upset that she can't sing because she's like, I'm sorry, Cuckoo, because if I can't sing, I'm going to let you down. And this was your whole dream and I'm going to ruin your dream. And Cuckoo's like, no, just getting to perform on that stage once will be enough. And it's like, I'm happy that I got to do it with you. And it's very sweet and I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yay, emotions. I love to see the girls cry.
And then it's concert time. So first of all, I think the outfits are really cute in their duet. They're so cute.
Really cute. Really.
I would say my argument, I think these are the cutest outfits in this season, personally.
Really? I liked the ones from these are also extremely cute, but the simpler ones that we get later that are like mostly white with little accent colors, I do like those too.
Those are cute, but they remind me of like a traditional like makeup counter uniform.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I think my favorite outfits of the season were the ones from the last episode.
Understood.
They're pretty.
Yeah, they are cute.
These are also very cute. Like really the pastel pink and blue.
Yeah, and they're like
inverted colors.
Yeah, inverted of each other, and they each have like little details that are special. It's very cute.
Yeah. And so I do want to talk about the song and dance number, specifically the scene that happens right before it, though, because again, we're getting this character development. It's really, really cute. So it's just the two of them going on. And like the whole time, Cuckoo has been like this pillar of like confidence and excitement. And like she's so excited to be an idol. And she's been cheering Kanon on through like all of her problems. And the two of them are up on stage and Kanon is so nervous. And she's like, okay, we're going to do this. Are you ready, Cuckoo? And she kind of turns around and she sees that Cuckoo's freaking the fuck out. She is like finally showing that she is like so nervous. And then they stop and they look out over all the glow sticks, and it's really cute. Oh,
the power goes out.
The power goes out trope. So that happens because of a character we haven't mentioned yet, who we will in a sec.
Yep.
And the power goes out for a second. They stop, they look at all the glow sticks, and they're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. All these people, they're cheering for us. And also, we're not alone on this stage because we have each other. Gay. And then the lights come on and they do their song.
They do their song. Also, so their song and dance is very good. Like, actually, like, they don't have any struggles, no mishaps on stage except for idol trope, the power goes out, basically. It's also like, okay, so it's Love Live, right? So it's 3D animated. Yeah. The 3D animation is pretty smooth. Like, you can tell it's 3D animated, but it's not like Love Live original, right?
Yeah,
like,
Love Live original side-eye derogatory.
So somehow something about it it feels flatter than Nijigasaki to me. And I don't know if it's just like in general, it just felt a little flatter, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just the way the character designs are, that their hair doesn't move the same way or something. I don't know.
Maybe. You'll have to compare them side by side, because like I did kind of notice it. Like, I feel like the end goal is to get it so that the 3D and the 2D are indistinguishable from each other, and maybe that might be part of it. Maybe
that's it, because it does seem you don't notice the 3D as much, which is true. But it's also less like shiny.
Yeah. Because like Nijigasaki was very shiny.
So shiny.
Like shiny in the way that the 2D characters weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
So that might be part of why it feels a bit like a step down, is like they're trying to blend it in more and make it more natural, like a more seamless transition.
Yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense.
Potentially. Shrug. Who knows?
Who knows? Song is really cute though. Pop, good beat, cute dancing. That will be one thing I want to say. All of the dances from this season, the dances were really cute.
Yeah, and I like that they kind of like built it in with the world building too.
Yeah,
world building is that Cuckoo has like no stamina. Girly Pop cannot dance.
Yep.
And so they say in the thing, when Chisato is choreographing their stuff, they say it's like, yeah, we're gonna make the choreography really, really easy for you guys. And the choreography is really, really simple. It's mostly just like a little bit of idol step, and they're like doing hand gestures, and it's very simplified. And I'm like, hey,
it's cute.
They followed through. It's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
That actually leads into a comment. So I would need to go back and rewatch but season 1, like original Love Live. Because I remember when I first watched original Love Live, one of my biggest problems with it is they had a major tell, don't show problem. Where it's like anything they wanted us to know about the characters, they would just fucking have another character come out and say it.
Sure, yeah.
And it was really aggravating. And again, it's been like a long time since I rewatched original Love Live, so I would have to go back and rewatch it to like get specific examples. But I remember like Rin's development being a thing where it's like, oh, well, Rin grew up and people always treated her like a boy because she had short hair. And it was like, they just told us her entire backstory. And I'm like, I could have just gathered this. I feel like this season of Love Live, they're figuring out how to tell the story through showing more. I still feel like they tell too much.
Sure. Yes.
But there were some moments where I was genuinely like, oh shit, they're actually telling a story with the visuals.
Yeah.
They're learning.
They're doing it.
They're learning. Like, okay, I don't remember which episode it was in. It might have been in this block of, like, this first block of 3. Or it might have been a little later. It was in the first half of the season for sure. I don't remember exactly when, but I remember at some point, I think Kanon was, like, stuck on a song, and then we've seen that, like, they were joking a lot earlier on where Kanon, like, really likes Hamburg steak, and it's kind of like a joke in the first couple of episodes. She really, really likes it. And so then at one point, she gets really, really motivated to like work on a song. And her mom is like, we're having Hamburg steaks for dinner. And without even saying anything, you just see this little shot of Kanon's dinner being wrapped in saran wrap and put in the fridge because the girl is so motivated to work on her song. And I'm like, they're learning!
They're doing
Points
it!
at the screen like Leonardo DiCaprio in that one movie. Points at the screen, they're doing it! They're doing it!
They're doing it! You're doing it, Love Life. You're evolving.
They didn't even have her come on the screen and do a little narration like, I can't focus on food right now. I'm so motivated to write this song, because in earlier seasons they absolutely would have done that.
Original Love Life, 100% they would have.
Original Love Life, they 100% would have had her like say that, but instead they just showed it, and I'm like, they're doing it! Let's go!
Let's go!
It's like watching a snail run 100-meter dash, but my God, they're making progress. By Love Life season 10, it will be the perfect anime.
We're getting there. Inching slowly
They're getting
closer.
there. Slowly but surely, they are inching their way forward to learning how to tell a story visually. And honestly, I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
They still tell way too much, especially in regards to character motivations and backstories, because oh my God, the fucking Chisato backstory episode was entirely tell don't show.
Yes.
But they're learning.
They're getting there. They're doing it.
The ability to learn has been seen. And I see you, Love Live. I see you. Whichever storyboard artist pitched that, I see you. And I see the work you're putting in.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So after their concert, they don't win, but they get a special newcomers award. And that gave them enough recognition that, as we said before, now everyone at the school loves them and they're allowed to be idol.
Yep, it's like, this is a school known for music and getting all kinds of awards for all kinds of musical shit. You'd think this wouldn't make as big of a splash as it does.
Yeah.
But it's just like, they do one performance and they do one performance and it's already been said that people at the school largely do not give a shit about school idols. But our girls do one performance, bring home a consolidation prize, essentially, and everyone's fucking in love with them.
Though I will,
and I'm like,
one
all right,
argument
Love
is
Live.
that they did kind of imply that it's because nobody from the not music track ever gets recognition, because it seemed like it was more their classmates than like the whole school. I think that's kind of the vibe they were giving off. But
yeah,
but it's enough that
true.
they get a lot of support and the president is cool with them.
Yeah, it's like, I would have been happy if it was just like, okay, you guys won this thing, I guess we'll let you continue to be school idols, and then, you know, people kind of slowly start to come around to their side. But it was so instantaneous, and it's frustrating how quickly and easily these girls just, like, become instant mega celebrities. Like, they do one performance and they have 200 followers on insert social media, and I'm like, that is not what would happen, Jesus Christ.
Though one of their new followers is our next new character. She's also one of the less, I mean, she's pretty normal as far as Love Live goes. She's pretty wild as far as characters go.
Yeah, Sumire is interesting. I can't decide if I love her or I hate her, because on the one hand I find her annoying, on the other hand I find her extremely relatable.
She's also very funny. So Sumire is our next character that is added to the group. She has long blonde hair, little curly cues around her ears. Very much the washed up we have another washed up child actor, fellas. Another
Two
one.
in a row. Well, not in a row. We had Eternal Boys in the middle. But
Eternal Boys had a washed up child actor.
Oh God, it's 3-hit combo. I forgot.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten everything about Eternal Boys.
So where Eternal Boys had the So Sweet and Kana had whatever the fuck she had, Sumire has Giant Isopod, which is funny.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's very cute. They tease her about the giant isopod thing for the rest of the season. I'm like, haha. I like watching a character who gets bullied a lot.
Yes.
Like friendly bullied. Because it's funny. And like, this is one of the reasons why I think that she is highly relatable, because my friends bullied me about catching scurvy that one time relentlessly.
Yeah.
And it is funny, but hey.
So Sumire, she has the personality of pretty much the other washed up child actors that we've talked about.
She thinks she's hot shit, and I kind of, it's like, she's a little annoying. She's not nearly as insufferable as Nico.
Yep.
Which is the positive about her.
Yeah.
But I find her so hilarious.
Yeah.
She literally just walks up and down Takashita Street in Harajuku, like, trying to get scouted.
Yeah.
By like just walking up and down the street in the same way, like eating a crepe and looking fashionable. And I'm like, oh, girly pop.
She's doing her goddamn best.
She's doing her goddamn best to get scouted, and it's very funny.
So basically, she joins. She's like, yep, I'm gonna be part of your group. And then they're like, wow, there's 3 people, so we gotta decide who's the center. And basically, Cuckoo and she are like, it's Kanon. And Sumeri's like, if it's Kanon, I'm quitting. I hate idols. I just wanted to be famous. Bye.
I just want to be, if I can't be the center, then I don't want to be in the group anymore. Bye. And then they have to spend a whole episode trying to like wriggle her back.
And by they, it really is mostly Kanon and Chisato. Because like,
mostly...
from here on, like, Cuckoo has like a blood feud with her. And it's really funny.
It's very funny. But yeah, like, Cuckoo does not like Sumeri.
But like, they definitely get those haters to lovers vibes going on. Like,
yeah. Okay, Sarah shipping corner. Talk about it. I know you want to.
I mean, it's clearly Cuckoo Sumeri all the way, right? There's the ship.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there.
He's like, Cuckoo Kanon, that's some vanilla shit.
Shh, no one cares about Cuckoo Kanon these days. Cuckoo Sumeri, they hate they yell at each other and then they make out.
See, the thing is, like, I'm kind of out of the idol anime like social media right now. And so when the show was airing, and still to this day, I got like no fandom interactions with this show. I don't know what the popular ships are.
I mean,
I have no idea.
It has to be Cuckoo and Sumeri. They share a bed and make out in one of the episodes.
They don't make out.
Okay, they give each other a kiss on the cheek, but it's the same in Idol. Same thing.
Sarah, you're just Sarah shipping corner, everybody.
Shipping corner. Welcome.
But yeah, one of the reasons I find Sumeri very relatable is, we've talked about it, I enjoy seeing a character struggle because then it makes you want to cheer for them, right? And Sumeri's whole thing is that she is like a child actress. She comes from showbiz, but she's only ever gotten little bit parts. She wants to be the main character so fucking badly, and she just, depending on who you ask, including her, she's not good enough. And she always is constantly getting rejected, never gets the lead role, and it's frustrating for her. And I'm like, girl, same.
Yeah.
I know those feel so hard.
So eventually they do convince her to join the group. They're like, hey, Kanon's basically like, if you want to be center, you just got to prove that you're that good. Let's be idols together.
You gotta fight. Yeah, they encourage the friendly rivalry and say, hey, you want to be center, you got to fight for it. And Sumeri's like, okay, fine.
Yeah. What happens next?
Next is
next is the
duo
elections.
of Chisato arc. No, well, okay, so there's the whole this is the episode 5 and 6 is furthering my agenda of school idols can teleport.
Yep.
So episode 5 and 6 is like a mini arc where the Sunny Passion girls invite the trio now to go and do a concert on their island. And there's also a thing where Chisato doesn't go with them because she is like, well, I want to make my name in the world of dance. And the school asked me to participate in this big dance competition. And so rather than go and watch you guys perform in your idol concert on this island that's like an entire ferry ride away, I am going to perform in this thing. And then everyone's like, well, it's good that Chisato is following her dreams, but also, wait, Chisato needs our support too. And so, like, there's back and forth with, like, the two, like, Kanon and Chisato wanting to support each other. And Kanon's like, you've been supporting us all this time, but I want to be able to support you. And so they show that this island, they take an overnight ferry to get there to this island.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Chisato,
it's a 3-hour-long ferry ride. It's not quick.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's like an overnight ferry when they take it in the show. Or like they hop on it at night and they get there in the morning.
Yep.
And so I guess it's like literally the slow boat. But so the day of their performance, the reason that Chisato can't come is because the dance contest and the concert are on the same day. Chisato's getting ready to go on for her like dance competition, and then Kanon is there.
Yep.
Kanon has left the island, and she came to watch Chisato's dance recital, and she's like, I came to support you because you've always been supporting us, and I love you also, because you're my bestie. And we have to support each other. And then Chisato does her dance concert off screen, and then we immediately cut back to the other girls on the island getting ready to do their dance performance, and Kanon and Chisato were
Yep,
there.
they're there.
And not only that, Chisato is now part of the iDOL dance number. She has not been a part of the group up until this point. She's helped them choreograph it, but she helps them choreograph it theoretically for a 3-person dance number. And they have a costume for her, and she's part of the number, and she's singing and dancing and doing all the formations perfectly, and school idols can teleport. This is my agenda.
Yep, it's true. Though I looked it up, the plane ride is 45 minutes, so it's not it's possible.
It's like if the dance recital was early in the morning, I guess,
but,
maybe.
Yeah.
But like,
okay.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, this concert, can we talk about how horrible these outfits are?
I need to look at them again. I remember just like when I was watching this, I was watching it on my phone, and I just remember like the colors more than anything. Talk about it, Sarah.
So,
I have no strong feelings.
They have like these like there's stripes and colors as if they would be like cheerleader uniforms, but they're not. They have like these loose baggy tops with these stripes, like one sleeve, and the sleeve that comes up has like these like weird feathery things coming off of it with pom-poms. And the skirt is strangely structured where it has like a very structured like triangle-y bit on it, and then just a shit ton of ruffles. And it's all weird greens and oranges. They look like clown outfits. They're really bad.
Yeah, I am looking at these now a little bit. Yeah, they are kind of funky, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Like it's if they leaned in one way or the other, but there's just so much going on.
It's like I like the color schemes. The color scheme isn't terrible.
The color scheme would be okay if it was like balanced, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't hate them, but yeah, the shoulder pom-poms are kind of weird. I get that they were kind of going for, like summer.
No, I'll take cute princess gift wrap any day.
Cute princess gift wrap. Remind me what show's that from?
Nijigasaki.
Oh yeah.
The presents. Christmas presents.
Oh boy. Anyway, so that's episodes 5 and 6.
Yep. Oh, also 5 and 6 is where Sumire and Kuku do share a bed and kiss on the cheek. Okay, anyways, they get back.
Now it's time for election fraud.
They get back, and then it's time for student elections. Basically, they're like, we want to oust Ren, who's the student council president, because she hates school idols. If we let her be president, she's going to get rid of us. So
yeah, but okay, so like so this is something that confused me, and maybe I just need to go back and rewatch the first episode, because this is the first year that the school has been around, or is it not?
No, the school's been around for a long time. Just before, it was only, from my understanding, it was only music, and then they opened it up to have the general. Yeah.
So is this the first year that they've had general students?
That was my understanding. Yeah. So this is the first time.
Yeah, because I just remember being kind of confused because like we saw they just like this is the first year that the school is open, but then later they was like my mom founded this school years ago, and I was like, huh?
Yeah, from the understanding I had is it was named something different before when it was just a music academy, and then this year they're like, we're gonna have non-music students so Kanon can join, basically.
Yeah, but then like, so did the mom, because so Ren's mom found it, like was in charge of making the school, but she died 2 years ago, so the school has to have been around for at least that long as Yuigaoka, the school that it is now. But I don't know. It was I'm a little confused on the timeline, and maybe I just wasn't paying close enough attention. But
either way, it's election time. Ren is rerunning for president.
No, because she's not rerunning.
She's running for the first time. Yeah,
she's running for the first time because they didn't have a student council before this.
She just kind of appointed herself as being in charge.
I guess
because of nepotism.
I guess. But yeah, so the whole thing is like they try to get Kanon to run, and Sumire runs, and Ren wins, and Sumire tries to bribe people and ends up getting negative 20% votes. And I'm like, girly pop, you can't be committing election fraud.
We love a girl failure.
We love a girl. She really is a girl failure.
We love her in affectionate, positive.
Girl failure affectionate. But yeah, this entire episode is basically election drama, because Ren runs on the platform that we won't leave the general education students in the behind, and then as soon as she gets elected, she's like, by the way, the the school festival thing was so confusing because of how they worded it, and maybe it was just like translation shit, but it's like, she immediately comes out and says, okay, well, now that I'm president, my first act is that the music program will be the primary focus of the school festival coming up. Yes. And then all the general education students freak out because they're like, what the fuck? Why don't we get to be in this school festival? But it's like, she never said that you couldn't. She just said that the music academy, the thing the school is famous for and known for, is going to be the primary focus, which makes sense.
Yes, but that's going back on her election promises. Is it? It is. She promised they would get equal treatment, and now they're not. Dun dun.
I don't remember her saying anything about equal treatment. Yes. I just remember her saying that, I mean, it's like, from a logistics standpoint, it makes sense. It's a music school. Yes, they're going to highlight the music school related activities. But she didn't say that, oh yeah, general education students, you guys can't do anything for the festival. It's like, they can still do shit.
I think
it's
that she said that the no performances could be done by general education. So,
would general education want to do performances?
Well, because that's when the uproar was raised, because all of them were like, what about our school idols?
Oh, yeah, see, that's what that's the line that I have the issue. Because I wrote it pissed me off so bad I wrote it down. Hang on, where is it? So eventually everybody gets pissed off at Ren. There's drama in episode 8. We find out the school idols killed Ren's mom. We'll circle back to that. I just want to talk about this line that pissed me off so bad. So eventually Ren has to go up, and she does an apology video announcement. It's not a video, but she apology assembly. And one of the girls yells, those girls have done more for this school than the entire music curriculum. No, they haven't. They have, at this point, done 2 performances, one of which wasn't even in Tokyo. It was on a tiny little island that probably had maybe a few hundred people. I'm willing to assume most of which were island residents. Aside from that, they did 1 performance several months ago. No, they didn't do more for the school than the entire music curriculum combined. I'm honestly on Ren's side here.
Well, see, the thing is, I feel like at this point it's like a feud between the upper and lower classes, between the general education and the music students. What I'm arguing is they're on the cusp of an Ensemble Stars revolution at their school.
Oh my god, it's the idol war!
They are about to enter an idol. If Ren is not careful as president, there will be an Ensemble Stars type war that will leave everyone scarred and really weird afterwards.
Idol revolution.
Yeah, see, that's where we are right now. It's the common. We're talking about the common man versus the bourgeoisie right now.
Jesus Christ. But I mean, I understand, okay, if they're saying that all the kids who couldn't get into the music curriculum aren't allowed to do any performances ever, then that's shitty. Ren, don't do that. Don't cut them off entirely. But I don't think that's what the vibe was.
No, the vibe is that they just love their school idols so fucking much.
They just love their school idols so fucking much, even though they barely done shit.
Except Ren, who hates them because, as we find out, idols killed her mom.
Killed Ren's mom. So, okay, Sarah, I DM'd you about this. Can I talk about this for a few minutes?
Go.
I'm giddy over here. Okay, so we don't find out until like episode 8 why Ren does not want there to be school idols. Like she gives a couple like vague reasons of like the school doesn't need school idols. We have the music program and nobody in the music program is interested in school idols. But it's just like you very much get the vibe that it's something personal with Ren, that she does not like school idols. And you're just trying to figure out why this entire like first 3/4 of this anime. And while I was watching it, I had this joke in my head that I just kept making to myself of like, it's gonna turn out to be something like Ren's mom was a school idol and she died. And it's like that bit from, what was the movie, like Trolls? It's like, because school idols killed my mom, okay? and then you find out Ren's mom was a school idol when the school, like so Ren's mom, when she was younger, went to the same school back when it was called like Jingu Music Academy or something. And then Ren's mom worked super duper hard to remake the school and make it a music academy once again, like reopen the school. But I guess she'd had anime withering mom disease and worked too hard and died a couple years after, like a year after the school opened.
Yep.
And apparently Ren's mom, while she was at the music academy, was a school idol.
Yep.
And so Ren's been like, my mom was a school idol and she did so much for this school and now she's dead, so I hate school idols. And that's not actually what it was. That's not actually the reason. But I had to pause the episode and I texted Sarah like, Sarah!
School idols killed her mom!
School idols killed her mom! And I should not sound this giddy about a character's mom dying because it is very sad. But school idols killed her mom.
Yeah.
Her mom is dead because of school idols. And oh my God, it was so funny to me. So the actual thing that happened, we find out like 30 seconds later into this episode, but I paused it to have a laughing fit and text Sarah. What we find out is that Ren knew that her mom was a school idol, but she has looked through all of the school's files. She looked through all the family files. She's looked through all this stuff, and she can't find any evidence of her mom being a school idol. So like there's no pictures, there's no music, there's no costumes, there's nothing. Nothing remains of her mom's school idol career, which leads Ren to think her mom hated being a school idol so much that she completely hid that part of her life. And then died, yeah. So this is why Ren hates school idols. Well, then the school idol girls just go into their club room and they find a little box that has all of the paraphernalia from the school idol, like the original school idol club in it. And they find it and they bring it to Ren. And they're like, see, Ren, your mom did like being a school idol. She just kept every little piece of evidence in a weird box in a closet.
Yeah, in like the tiniest club room that they said it was the tiniest club room.
In the tiniest club room imaginable. And like in the show, it's interesting because it's like, when they give them the room keys, there's like an extra key on it, and they never find out what this key is for. And then they find out it's the key for the lockbox. I'm like, why is the box in the storage room locked? Okay, sure, we'll find whatever. And then they find it, and like Kanon like reads through her mom's school idol diary on stage in front of the entire student body to convince Ren. And I'm like, girl, and the funniest thing is she's not even reading it. She's just holding it and then reciting it. I'm like, did you memorize it in the last 10 seconds?
Did. Oh yeah, she did.
Memorized it. And I'm like, you could have at least drawn her to have the book open. Like, Jesus Christ, this is awkward and strange. How did she just memorize it fully? Because the implication is she found it like during the assembly, and then she busts in and is like, no, Ren, your mom did like being a school idol. We found this approximately 30 seconds ago and I've memorized it and I'm going to recite it for the entire student body right now.
Do you want to know everything your mom thought about you?
Yeah, do you want to know all of your mom's deepest inner secrets? But no, so it is a sweet moment because like they have actually one of the costumes that Ren's mom wore in like this little lockbox, and they give it to Ren and she gets really emotional. It's like, oh baby, your mom did like being a school idol. And so then she's like,
your
I
mom
actually
did
don't
like
hate
being a school idol.
Anymore.
Your mom loved being a school idol so much she hid all of her paraphernalia in the smallest little cabinet of the school.
Yeah, the implications there are a little strange, but whatever.
So,
whatever.
From there, Ren just joins their group.
She's like, well, because she was like, she wanted to be a school idol because she, like, when she was a little kid, she thought her mom loved being a school idol. But then after her mom died, she's like, where's all my if my mom really liked being a school idol, she wouldn't have hid all of her paraphernalia away somewhere. But then as soon as she realizes, oh, my mom did like being a school idol, I'm in your group now.
Yep. Joined.
I'm joined. Yeah. And then we show that they do a school idol concert at the school festival, and Ren is in it. And I do like these outfits.
Yes.
I think they're cute.
They're the ones. They're white. They each have like little pops of their image color. The song was cute too.
Yeah, it's a little slow, but it was very like, you know, it felt like a good song for the end of this story arc.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
And
I think the outfits look a little bit flight attendant-y.
Yes.
But they're I like the simple outfits with like a pop of, you add image color to anything and I'm on board. I do like an image color coordinated outfit. It's good shit.
After that, guess what time it is? Yep, you guessed it. Time for Love Live.
Yep, it's immediately Love Lives. I have 3 sentences written in my notes for this.
Yes.
Love Live sign up time. Girls try to come up with a group name. Kanon struggles to write song lyrics. That's the entire episode.
Yep. The group name they end up on is Liella, which is from the French lier, which is connecting. To connect. Basically. Connect or tie.
And it like ties in with Ren's mom thing of like she wanted to be a school idol to connect students together. It's corny, it's cheesy. Watch the show if you want a better understanding of it, but I thought it was cute.
And then we find out their first assignment for regional preliminaries for Love Live. The girls got a rap.
The girls got to do a song with rap in it, and Sarah texted me giddy. I texted her giddy about a character's mom dying because of school idols. Sarah texted me giddy about anime girls rapping.
I saw the description of the episode on Crunchyroll, and I'm like, oh, I want this. But unfortunately, there's not that much rap in the episode, so I was a little let down.
There is breakdancing, though, because at one point, Chisato just busts out like she's breakdancing, and I'm like, why wasn't that in the dance number?
So
God damn it. Wait, Sarah, hang on. 30 seconds.
Yes.
So here's the thing. I was, and I still kind of am, very much in the idol dance cover circuit, right? For a while. I did a few years in an idol dance cover group. I went and watched a lot of performances, and it was a whole thing that in Love Live Sunshine, when they had that one song where they did the forbidden technique, they had to do the flip. Then we had to watch all of the dance cover groups try to do that flip.
The forbidden technique.
Right? Like the forbidden technique, because it's like, if you're gonna do this song, you gotta do the flip. But like, what if their chica can't do the flip? And what if what if it's forbidden? What if it's forbidden? Like, a lot of conventions have things that's like, you have to keep both feet on the ground at all times. You can't do no flips. Flips are forbidden. The forbidden technique. I am so mad they did not include breakdancing in the idol dance number, because I want to see all those teenage weebs get up on stage in their little idol outfits and breakdance.
It'd be so good.
And we were robbed.
Absolutely robbed. Robbed of a lack of rap in this episode. Robbed of a lack of breakdancing. We only get a little bit of each.
Of so many Chisato cosplayers trying to do the breakdancing maneuver. I want to see that so bad, and we were robbed.
Love Live, that really add that to Star's perfect season of Love Live.
Please, yes, I want to see all the characters have to do the most ridiculous dance numbers. They need to do the forbidden technique. They need to do the shits that's going to intimidate the tiny baby weebs, so that if they actually find a way to pull it off, they're gonna get super famous super fast.
Or cause a lot more rules to be implemented at cons when insurance policies need to be enacted.
Yeah. I want a season of Love Live that will cause such a clusterfuck in the anime cosplay community.
Star wants to see real humans become injured.
I know, I just want to see the chaos. Because the fucking miracle... Sarah, you don't even understand how much chaos the Miracle Wave backflip caused in the anime dance cover community. For years. For years, this was a thing. I'm laughing. It brings me genuinely so much joy to see the little teeny bopper idol like cosplay groups try and do the Chica flip.
Mm-hmm.
It brings me so much joy to see how they interpret it.
Yeah.
And I want to see the little baby weebs breakdance.
Let's see it.
I want a season of Love Live where the girls actually have to struggle like tooth and nail to get any kind of recognition. I want to see a show where like they don't have any fucking drama about the school shutting down.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a show where wait, no, Sarah, that's it.
Oh.
These two things dovetail perfectly.
Oh.
These girls, okay, our hypothetical season of Love Live, these girls are like from the Enocha. They're from like out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. They're from a school that has like 20 students at it, and they want to go to Love Live. And they know that they're so far out in the countryside, they have to do the most outrageous shit to get noticed.
Harlem Globetrotter style.
They are, they're breakdancing on stage. They're doing the forbidden technique. They're doing fucking flips. They're doing the wildest shit in all their numbers, and that's how they get famous.
Hell yeah.
I want this, Sarah. If fucking Bandai won't give this to us, I will make this.
I believe in you. I believe in you. Go knock on Mr. Bandai's door.
And just be like, hello, Mr. Bandai.
Bushiro. It's Mr. Bushiroad's door.
It is like, I'm gonna knock on their doors and be like, I have a pitch for you. I want a season of Love Live where every dance number has some fucking thing in it.
We need multiple
that the baby
forbidden
weeb
techniques.
dance cover groups have to figure out how to do.
Every technique needs to be forbidden.
Yeah, they have like a drone in one of the dance numbers, and it's part of it.
So, back to rap episode.
Back to the rap episode. Sorry.
The essence of this episode is Sumire is the only one who can rap. Because it's like improv, and she was actor, basically.
And she's like, she can actually rap pretty decently,
and
they're like, oh, well, that means that Sumire gets to be the center for this song. But then she starts to feel it. Oh, she's like, oh, well, shit, this is actually for Love Live. This is for realsies. If I fuck this up, I'm dragging the whole group down with me. So, and nobody wants me to be the center, and I don't have the star power to be the center, so I shouldn't be the center. And everyone's like, just be the center. Fuck what everybody else says. And she's like, I don't want to ruin your dreams. And it was, I liked it, actually. I thought it was some interesting character stuff.
And return to Sarah's shipping corner. Puts on my shipping monocle.
Yep. Go for it.
The resolution of this is her hater to lover Cuckoo. It's basically like, I don't want you to be the center because I hate you / I love you. But I made this whole outfit for you, and I wouldn't just tell you I want you to be the center because I'm a big hater / I also want to make out with you. So therefore, be the center because you need to.
Yeah, it's like because Sumire's kind of looked down on the concept of school idols the entire time. She calls them amateurs very frequently. And so Cuckoo was like, I wouldn't have let you take the center for this if I didn't think you would actually do a good job. I wouldn't let you ruin my precious school idol dream by just saying that you should be the center just because you can rap. I think that genuinely you should be the center for this song, and me saying that should mean something to you.
Yeah.
And it was like a whole thing, and I liked it.
Yeah. And then the song was pretty good too. So like rather than what you would typically expect from rap, it's like on top of like a very like jazzy beat. Like big band jazz.
You like jazz.
You like jazz?
Sumire does.
They all have these princess outfits, which are, you know, they're fine.
They're all right. These aren't my favorite.
And like, despite not having any breakdancing, I think the dance is actually really cute for this one.
Yeah. It's not my favorite, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Yeah. And like the rap is more like kind of elegant rap. Like the outfits are very princessy.
Yes.
And so it's like dee.
Yeah, it's not very fast. Actually,
yeah, it's like kind of slower, like kind of jazzy rap. But I dig it. I think it's interesting.
So they get through the regionals because these girls don't have to try hard for anything.
No.
Or the prelims. So now they have regionals. Regionals is all of Tokyo, and they realize, oh shit, that means we have to go up against Sunny Passion, who are the best, and we never see them perform, so who knows how good they are.
Well, we see the one little leg kicky move that they do,
but like the end of
7 times.
Yeah.
But we never see the actual full dance number for them, no. So episode 11 is we're gearing up for Love Live, and the theme for this one is vocal solos. And everyone's like, oh, well, Kanon's our best singer, so she should do it. But then Chisato's like, actually, hey, everybody, she starts a group chat with everybody except Kanon. It's the essence of what she does. She talks to them in person, but it's basically like, okay, I'm starting a group chat without Kanon. I'm not confident that Kanon can handle this.
Yeah. So she's a little worried that Kanon, the only reason why she has been able to sing on stage is just because, like, all the rest of them are there.
Which, okay, can I have beef for a
Yes,
moment?
give us the beef.
They've had solos in every song that they've performed up until now.
Yep.
Every song that they've performed up until now has not been like all the characters always singing all at the same time. Kanon still, like, we find out Kanon still has stage fright when she's performing alone, but she will not be performing alone during the Love Live regionals. Nope. She is on stage with all the others. She just has a slightly longer solo than normal, but she is still on stage with everybody else. And so, and like, she has had solos because the girls during like the songs, they will take turns singing, and then they will sing all together, and then they will take turns singing. And in the song they sing for Love Live regionals, they sing together, and then they all have their little solo parts. And like, Kanon just has a slightly longer solo than normal, and it's weird.
Yeah, who knows? I guess at this point, not sure why this was the point this had to happen, but
I don't mind it as a callback to the beginning and like showing her character growth, but I feel like it was done in a strange way.
Or the reasoning was weird.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was because, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because, like, Love Live was a bigger deal. They were thinking this might be more of a concern, but who knows?
I guess, but like, it hasn't been a big deal in any of their other performances up until now. No. It wasn't an issue at prelims. It wasn't an issue at the Island concert. It wasn't an issue at their very first show. It has not been an issue so far, no matter what. Like, that first concert was like when the stakes were the highest, and she did fine.
Yeah, and there were less people backing her too, so
so like half of her lines were solos.
Who knows? But
so it's an odd choice, I guess. But anyway, so the girls are apparently so famous they get invited back to do a short performance at their old elementary school. And Sato's like, hey, everybody needs to come up with an excuse for why they can't go to this one so that Kanon has to face her fears and sing by herself.
And very specifically, she's singing on the stage where her trauma started.
Yeah, which her trauma that we still don't fully understand why she has this trauma aside from stage fright, which I really think they could have pushed it a little bit harder. Like, given us a specific reason why. It's like, you could just say that having a lot of eyes on her makes her nervous. You could just say that, like, when stakes are high, her throat closes. Like, give me a specific reason why she can't sing. That's all I want.
Yep.
And they don't do that. They just say, oh, well, when she's on stage by herself, she gets nervous. Okay, why?
Yeah.
Give me more of a reason. More of a justification for this to be such a huge... Like, this is her entire character arc, and it feels like they don't do enough with it.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit nitpicky, but I just feel like it could have been... It's fine. It could have been better, right?
Yeah, and I think that's where... That's always seems to be the point in Love Live where we have the gripes, right?
Yeah, it's just like, it's fine, but I wish it was stronger, right? So much of Love Live is like that.
Yes, not just Superstar.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we say that it's falling back into the old tropes.
Yeah, so in the end, basically, she goes to her school on her own to do her performance, and she's freaking out because she has to sing alone really for the first time in a long time and stage in front of people. And
she has a moment with a hallucination of her younger self.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, but you really like singing, so you should be okay.
Yeah, basically her younger self hallucination encourages her current self to be okay at singing.
No, it's the other way around, isn't it? The current self encourages the younger self, and then the younger self goes off and theoretically has a panic attack and faints on stage, but then current day is like, I'm built different.
Yeah, she heals her inner child, literally.
Literally.
And then
goes on stage, sings a little song.
And the song is really sweet. It's like
it is.
Piano backing, and most of it is about like achieving your dreams and growing stronger as a person.
Yeah.
And Kanan's voice is very good, which
it is. She is. Yeah. And all the other girls still showed up to watch, even though they all made excuses why they couldn't come.
And Kanan's like, fuck you all, except she isn't.
It's like, why did you guys left me? But yeah, and then at the end, they all get up on stage together, and Kanan's not feeling even a little bit betrayed.
No.
Which, whatever, it's fine.
Sure. So now that Kanan is past her trauma, she's ready to do her solo at Love Live. So
her solo, which is like an extra 5 seconds of singing by herself than she would normally get.
Yes. So she works on writing the music, all the other girls train. The big issue here is that they don't have a place to perform, which doesn't make sense because they go to a performing arts school. But I guess there's no stages available anywhere, so they have to perform in the gym.
So they say that, like, we don't want to perform in the gym because this is Tokyo Love Live and everywhere else is they're going to perform on, like, a cool stage, like somewhere out in the city. So we need to find something cool and special that's unique to us to help us stand out more. Like, that I got.
Sure.
They didn't just want to use the gym because I could see why that would be boring.
The wild thing was that their fallback was the gym. It's like, your elementary school had an auditorium.
Their elementary school had a huge ass auditorium.
Does your performing arts school not have like a really nice stage?
Yeah, like in my school district when I was in high school, we had like whenever we did big concerts, we had one of the schools in our district had specifically like this big performing arts center. That's where we would do plays. That's where we would do band concerts. That's where we did orchestra concerts. Like we had and it was like a big proper concert hall. And the idea that these girls don't even have access to that is a little strange.
I honestly, at this point, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be sweet. They're going to go back to the elementary school where Kanan overcame her fears and do it there.
Yeah,
but they didn't.
I was kind of thinking that too. It's like, yeah, maybe they did the whole elementary school episode as like a way into saying, hey, this is kind of where it all started for us. For some of us, for two of us, could we use this stage for our Love Live performance? I think that would have been more meaningful, but I guess they wouldn't have been able to have quite so many pretty Christmas lights in the background.
Christmas lights. So what happens is the rest of the school, because they all love their school idols, they're like, you guys just focus on practicing. We'll put together the stage and surprise you when you get to the performance.
Yeah, though it's whack that they don't even tell them where they're going to be performing until the day of. And I'm just like, I would have stress nightmares about the performance if I didn't know what the stage was going to look like until we stepped onto it to perform.
Yep.
I would die.
And so day of the performance, they do a throwback to original Love Live where they're running through the city. So their school directs them through the city. They're not in the gym. And they end
up... It's very snow halation coded.
It's so snow halation coded. They end up on a stage in the center of their town with all the pretty twinkle Christmas lights.
And it is very pretty, to be fair. We're ragging on them a little bit. It's extremely pretty.
It's very pretty. And they do their Love Live performance, which we had already reviewed in one of our Christmas episodes. I think our most recent Christmas episode.
Yeah. These are my favorite outfits.
They're pretty
I love
cute.
These outfits. They're so cute. They're so cute.
They're all in their image colors, and you know Starlo's an image color.
I love an image color idol costume. It's the good shit.
The stage is beautiful. The music is very, like, epic, sweepy, like, very idol-y, very Love Live.
Yeah. Kanon gets her extra 5 seconds.
Yep. Actually, all of them get little tiny mini solos, but Kanon does have one of them.
Yep. She's special, so she gets a slightly longer one, but yeah. But yeah, so they do their performance. It's very cute. And then they watch the results on a TV in the city.
Dun dun.
And they get second place.
Womp, womp, womp.
You do not move on to the finals. And the girls are, of course, very frustrated. But the thing is that all these girls are first-year students. So we don't have to have some contrived shit about them automatically winning the first time, because they get to try again next year.
Though, if Sunshine... Remember, Sunshine had a winter and a summer Love Live, so maybe in a couple months.
That's what I mean by contrived weirdness.
So they don't get it. Despite that, they also find out that their school's not going to close because they're popular enough. The end.
They tried to do some weird shit about the school closing because they're not going to get any people, and then they're like, oh no, actually we actually have plenty of applicants for next year, so you don't even have to worry about the school closing. And it's just, why was that even there?
Yeah, and that was actually one of the discussion points from our Discord, is thoughts on that plot point. My thought is,
why was it there?
Yeah, like it maybe they were trying to make like a nod to the original, but it just was a weird red herring, honestly, which didn't pay off. Yeah. Why was it there?
Yeah. It's just like, it felt like they were trying to click bingo boxes.
Yeah, they
were. It's like,
and honestly, a lot of weird little bingo boxes relating to Original Love Life. Like, Sumire works at a shrine. It doesn't really ever come up except for occasional reasons why it just feels like they want to send them to the shrine. But it's like, are they just trying to make a Nozomi reference? Like, is that the only reason?
They just need somebody to be the fucking shrine maiden for this arc. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's
just little things like that where it's like, it seems like they're adding them as like a nod to Original Love Live, but it also feels
just kind of feels like
messy.
Yeah, it feels like they're so stuck on the success of Original Love Live that they want to continue tying it back as much as possible, even if it kind of makes the show messier, because like the whole thing with the school shutting down didn't need to be a thing. It literally did not need to be a thing. It was just there to waste a few minutes of screen time.
And I know, like, in our Discord, it was mentioned that, like, maybe it helped with Ren's arc, but I would argue it didn't. Like, that was a driver.
Not really.
Like, that was maybe, a driver for her to, like, not do school idols or not allow school idols because she wanted the school to, you know, I guess keep its reputation. But you can have the keep your reputation without school shutting down.
Yeah, it's like, I remember, because like we went without the drama of the school shutting down for like 3/4 of the show. And then they just shoehorn that in at the last minute of Ren being like, here's all the reasons why I don't want school idols. Also, the schools might be in danger of shutting down. And it ends up not being an issue. And I'm like, why was it even there then?
Yeah, it seems.
Why was it even there then?
It seems like it's just a little messy.
It's messy. I want to just take this show outside and like a rug and just
beat it.
Whack it. Just whack it with a fucking stick until all of the remnants of Original Love Live come off of it and just float away. I'm like, we don't need this. Whack, whack, whack.
Another question from our Discord was, how did we feel about how the anxiety arc for Kanon was handled? I think we covered that a lot, but
yeah.
It could have been better.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It could have been better.
Yeah, and I feel like if it was, we had hinted at, we had talked about it too, but like if it was hinted at all leading up from episode 1 between episode 11, maybe. But like basically she was fine, and then all of a sudden it was a problem, and it's like, okay, pick something.
I mean, I didn't mind that so much. It's just that, because, like, you get the idea, because, I mean, she says right before they go on for their first performance, she's like, I'm not alone anymore. And you get the idea that her being alone on stage is what freaks her out. But she's never alone on stage again. And so the way that it comes up again in episode 11, when she will not be alone on stage again.
Yeah.
And they present it like it's going to be an issue. It's
and actually,
strange.
Maybe that's how I would fix that, right? Is maybe instead of it being Chi being like, hey, let's come up with an excuse not to do this performance at the elementary school, so she has to go up on her own because we decided she has to. What if they actually did all have things, and this is actually her first time going up alone, and that's when she resolves it? That would make more sense to me, honestly.
Yeah, it's like, again, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not as strong as it could have been. I feel like maybe, Chisato brings this up, and then maybe Cuckoo was like, well, she doesn't have to sing by herself because we'll all be on stage with her. And so as long as all of us are on stage with her, she'll be fine. But then something happens. We get something that happens. There's a disaster on the day of. The characters get caught in a typhoon. I don't know. It is IDOL tropes.
I was gonna say that's a love life trope. They need the typhoon.
Yeah, and then she has she's not prepared for it, and then she has to go on stage, and then she has to face her fear, and she realizes that she has to face her fear, independent of all of her friends deciding that she has to face her fear by herself. They want to be there to support her because they know she has this weakness, but Chisato is like, I think she can handle it. I think that maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is a chance for her to grow. And then she has to face her fear, right? I feel like that could have been a more compelling episode plot. It's like, I see why they did it the way they did. I wish it had been a little bit more compelling, and it would have made a little bit more sense.
And then the last question I see in our Discord, just quickly scrolling through, I will answer after you, Star. Cuckoo, your opinions of her attitude towards and treatment of Sumire. What are your thoughts, Star, before I talk about my thoughts?
I think, your thoughts are going to be shipping focused.
Yes, they are.
I thought it was interesting having characters in the group that didn't necessarily get along buddy-buddy. I thought it added an interesting spice to the group dynamic.
Yep.
Definitely. Because, we compared Sumire to Nico, and that Sumire is a more tolerable version of Nico, but, the reason people keep asking me why I hate Nico. If you watched the show, I feel like you would understand why I hate Nico. She is consistently terrible to the other girls. She has to be the center of everything. I just remember that there was that one bit where fucking Nico replaces hers and Honoka's faces so it looks like Nico's the center. She calls the other girls her backup dancers.
She sends them hate mail.
She sends them hate mail. She tries to actively sabotage them constantly. Nico's just a fucking piece of shit and I hate her. But Sumire is she doesn't hate the group. She just has different ideas of kind of what she wants to do. And she's very driven towards her own personal goals and less the goals of the group as a whole. But she doesn't actively try to sabotage the rest of the group. It just causes a little bit of friction between her, who just really is kind of using school idols as a stepping stone to showbiz, and Cuckoo, who school idols are her dream. So it's natural that the two of them would butt heads a little bit because they have different ideals of what they're doing. And then when they kind of meet in the middle during the rap episode, when Sumire takes the center, I think it's a really compelling character point. And Sarah just wants to talk about how they're gonna kiss.
And the reason why Cuckoo is like that consistently, even after Sumire does the rap thing, is because she's trying to hide her raging crush. It's like the kids who pull on your ponytail because they like you. It's like that. Because they're in love.
Sure. So I have no comments on the shipping aspect. That's all you, baby.
So, Star, what do you want to see in season 2? That'll be the next thing we watch, by the way, everyone. Our June watch will be season 2.
I haven't looked too deeply into them, but I know that we meet more girls in season 2. And I think one of them is a streamer or a YouTuber or something. Oh. And I am very invested in her already for obvious reasons. Game, recognize, game.
Let's go.
All I know about her is that she's either a VTuber or she's a streamer or she's something, and she sucks. And I want to see her. Show her to me. Yep. Bring her out to me. Show her to me.
I just want to get more ships. That's what
whenever there's an anime character that's like a VTuber or a YouTuber, I'm like, Bring them to me. Show me them. I need to judge them.
Let's go.
So I'm excited for that. I don't know shit about the rest of them. But I'm excited for this supposedly kind of cringy YouTuber character. I want to see her.
Let's go.
What about you, Sarah? What are you looking forward to?
I just want more shipping. More girls means more ships. We're good.
More girls means more ship potential, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, like, I guess we should talk about that a little bit too, is that I am so happy that a fucking Love Life finally gave us a show where we have more time with these characters and fewer characters, and we don't have to cram an entire plot into one school year.
Yes. Phew. Keep it up.
Cause they're all first years. They're gonna graduate, and I think in season 2 they're second years, and then the new students are first years that they're like bringing into the group. And so it's like, yeah, cool. We're not going to have fucking graduation drama until like the end of season 3 if we have a season 3. We are getting a season 3, right?
Season 3. It was announced.
I remember hearing about that, but it hasn't aired yet, right?
Not yet. I think it's going to air this year. So by next summer of Love Life, we will probably have another season.
I'm going to look it up. Oh, it airs in fall.
Soon. So by next summer, we'll have it.
Yep.
So
Wahoo.
Also before we get to season 2 start, currently, who's your best girl?
Good question. So you're gonna laugh because this is dumb. Not for her personality, not for anything about her as a character. I like Sumire. Do you want it? Sarah, I will tell you it's a visual thing.
Oh,
do you want to get?
Is it because she's blonde?
Go a little further. Sarah, do you remember when I was in college and I was first developing cast off and Ariana had bangs?
Oh, she looks like Ariana.
She looks like beta. She looks like the alpha version of Ariana from my webbed comic, and that was my first and only thought when I saw her. I'm like, oh, the Ariana lookalike. Yeah, I know that bitch.
Ayo, let's go.
As far as like character personalities, the thing is like I kind of like them all for different reasons. I find Ren very funny because she clicks on adware.
She clicks on Yuri adware.
She clicks on this girl reads webtoons. I know she does. And I find that aspect of her personality to be very funny. I find them interesting for I find them all interesting for different reasons. I don't know. It would be hard for me to pick a favorite because like I wouldn't say that there's one specifically that sticks out to me as this is best girl. I kind of think they're all funny for different reasons. Yeah. They make me giggle.
I agree. I think they're funny. Honestly, though, I want to point out the Sumire thing is when she was first introduced, I was like, another washed-up child actor after watching 3 different animes with this. But she really grew on me. So I actually really enjoy her just as a character, too. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't say any of them are like my best girl currently, holding out for season 2 for new characters, but...
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Cringe YouTuber.
We'll see.
Cringe YouTuber, where are you?
Or season 3, because I know there's going to be a couple more there too. So who knows?
Yeah. We shall see. Yeah. But yeah, I like Kanon because I find her interesting. I like her character arc, even though I think it could have been presented a little better. I like Cuckoo because she make the funny face.
She's funny.
I like Sumire because she's girl failure.
Because she's Ariana.
She looks like Ariana, one of my characters. Read castoff-comic.com. Cough. I like Ren because she reads webtoons and she's funny. Even if she's got a stick up her butt, she doesn't know how the internet works and she clicks on malware and she reads webtoons and I find her funny. And I like Chisato because she breakdances. She breakdances. And also, I might be getting this wrong, but my one friend who's into Love Live, I think it was Chisato. There's like jokes about, he's like, Chisato looks like she eats rocks. I don't know. Is it a joke that she has no brain cells? I don't know. But I'm just like, the entire time I was watching the show, I'm like, is this the one that says eats rocks? I don't remember.
Maybe.
I need to ask her about it. I needed to hop into her DMs and be like, hey, is this the one that eats rocks?
Solid question, really.
Solid question, because I'm like, that's like all I knew about this character, and I wasn't even sure which one was which because I didn't know their names before watching the show. I'm like, which one of them eats rocks? Is it this one? I don't know.
Join our Discord if you want to talk about who eats rocks. This is a promotion to join.
Because here's the thing: if she eats rocks, then she and I have that in common.
Oh. I see. Chomp
I've told you
chomp.
this story. I ate rocks when I was in preschool.
You probably did, but
Have I not?
I don't know. I don't remember this.
Sarah, okay, a real extremely quick story. When I was in preschool, they sat us down for a lesson and they were telling us about how the dinosaurs, like the brachiosaurs, the big dinosaurs that ate grass, would sometimes also eat rocks with their grass because the rocks would bang around in their stomach and would help them break up the plants easier. And I was like, well, I had a salad for lunch and I'm 3. So, and then I ate a bunch of playground pebbles.
Star, you do eat rocks.
I do eat rocks. It's true. It's canonical.
You do eat rocks.
Why do people make fun of me for the scurvy thing when I canonically eat rocks?
You do canonically eat rocks. Star lore.
Anyway,
I mean, honestly, both
Idol
of them are canon. So. If people want to find us
No.
on the internet, you can find us at idoldays.card.co or idolluminati.net.
Yep.
And
you can find us on social media, Instagram, Idol Days Pod, Twitter, Idol Days Pod, and also on our new YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our new YouTube channel so that we can start earning a pittance in ad revenue and we can start paying money so that Sarah doesn't have to pay for Crunchyroll anymore.
And maybe our school won't get shut down.
And maybe our school won't get shut down in some kind of shoehorned in plot point. No, Sarah, that's what we say is like, if we don't get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of Summer of Love Live,
school
the
will be
YouTube
shut
channel
down.
is shutting down.
There we go.
So that's why you have to go subscribe to our YouTube channel so that the school doesn't get shut down.
It's a tragedy, really.
Yeah, we're definitely not shoehorning it in for subscriptions. Anyway, subscribe to the new YouTube channel series, though, because we are trying to promote that more so that we can start earning a little bit of ad rev.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so our next show will be season 2.
Season 2, Love Live Superstar.
Yeah, and then after that, we'll have to watch something else for a couple months.
Yep.
Because season 3 will not be
Fresh
out
out
for
of Love
a
Live.
little while. But if you have suggestions, you can drop those suggestions for what we want watch in July
In our Discord!
on our Discord
Woohoo!
server. Links are in the description of whatever platform you are watching the show on.
And for those of you who do listen to Discord, we will continue our conversation for Season 2 in the same watch-along thread. So feel free to add any additional questions there.
Yes. But yes. So, this has been Idol Days. We've
been
Lady. See you next live. Bye.